Home automation systems require a significant investment in time, materials, and test equipment to develop proficiency. This includes the purchase of modules, receptacles, switches, signal amplifiers, and noise reduction interfaces. X-10 systems are particularly prone to signal interference and noise, which can lead to intermittent failures. Identifying the source of interference can be a time-consuming process that requires patience and expertise. While it's tempting to rely solely on the manufacturer's technical support, it's crucial to be prepared to invest in additional tools such as signal analyzers to facilitate troubleshooting. Noise reduction interface modules can effectively mitigate signal interference caused by electronic devices such as computers, televisions, and telephone switching mechanisms. Troubleshooting home automation systems requires a systematic approach, including firstly, testing individual components, secondly, identifying potential sources of interference, thirdly, installing noise reduction devices, and fourthly, replacing defective switches and modules. Working with home automation systems can be a rewarding but challenging endeavor. To ensure successful installations and troubleshooting, it's essential to invest in the necessary knowledge, tools, and time. By learning from experience, you can develop the skills to effectively resolve common issues and enhance the reliability of your home automation systems. Now let's delve into the specific aspects of troubleshooting X-10 systems and minimizing signal interference. X-10 is a power line carrier communication protocol, which means it sends control signals over existing electrical wiring. While convenient, this makes it susceptible to noise and interference from various sources. These sources can include anything from household appliances to electronic devices and even the electrical grid itself. When troubleshooting, it's essential to consider all potential sources of interference. One of the first steps is to test individual components. This involves verifying that each module, receptacle, and switch is functioning correctly. You can use a multimeter to check for proper voltage and continuity. If a component is defective, it should be replaced immediately. Next, identify potential sources of interference. This can be a more challenging task as the source of interference may not be immediately obvious. Start by looking for devices that are known to generate noise, such as computers, televisions, and switching power supplies. Also, consider appliances with motors, such as refrigerators and washing machines, as they can also introduce noise into the electrical system. If you suspect a particular device is causing interference, try unplugging it to see if the problem resolves. Another approach is to use a signal analyzer. A signal analyzer is a tool that measures the strength and quality of the X-10 signal. It can help you identify areas where the signal is weak or distorted. This information can be used to pinpoint the source of interference. Once you've identified potential sources of interference, install noise reduction devices. Noise reduction interface modules are designed to filter out unwanted noise from the electrical system. They can be installed at the outlets where noisy devices are plugged in. There are also whole house noise filters that can be installed at the main electrical panel. These filters can help to reduce noise throughout the entire electrical system. In addition to noise reduction devices, you may also need to replace defective switches and modules. Over time, these components can wear out or become damaged, leading to signal degradation. When replacing switches and modules, be sure to use high-quality components that are designed for use with X-10 systems. Another important consideration is the wiring in the home. Old or damaged wiring can contribute to signal loss and interference. If you suspect that the wiring is the problem, it may be necessary to have it inspected and repaired by a qualified electrician. It's also important to ensure that all connections are tight and secure. Loose connections can create resistance and cause signal degradation. In some cases, the problem may not be due to interference but rather to a weak X-10 signal. This can occur if the distance between the transmitter and receiver is too great or if there are too many devices in the network. In these situations, you may need to install a signal amplifier or repeater. A signal amplifier boosts the strength of the X-10 signal, while a repeater retransmits the signal to extend its range. When installing a signal amplifier or repeater, be sure to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Proper placement is crucial for optimal performance. Also, consider the addressing scheme of the X-10 system. Each device must have a unique address so that it can be controlled individually. If two devices have the same address, they will both respond to the same commands. This can lead to unexpected behavior and system malfunctions. Be sure to double-check the addresses of all devices to ensure that they are unique. In addition to these troubleshooting tips, it's also important to keep the X-10 system well maintained. Regularly inspect the components for signs of wear and tear. Clean the contacts of switches and modules to remove any dirt or corrosion. By taking these steps, you can help to prevent problems and ensure the long-term reliability of the system. Remember that troubleshooting home automation systems can be a complex and time-consuming process. It requires patience, persistence, and a systematic approach. By investing in the necessary knowledge, tools, and time, you can develop the skills to effectively resolve common issues and enhance the reliability of your home automation systems. Furthermore, consider the impact of newer technologies on X-10 systems. The rise of smart devices and wireless communication can introduce new sources of interference. Devices that operate on the same frequency bands as X-10 systems, such as some wireless routers and cordless phones, can disrupt the X-10 signal. When troubleshooting, be aware of the potential for interference from these devices. Another factor to consider is the type of lighting used in the home. Compact fluorescent lamps, or CFLs, and light-emitting diode lamps, or LEDs, can sometimes generate noise that interferes with X-10 signals. This is especially true for older or poorly designed CFL and LED. If you suspect that the lighting is causing interference, try replacing the bulbs with different types of bulbs. Incandescent bulbs are less likely to cause interference. Also, consider using dimmable CFL and LED that are specifically designed for use with dimming systems. These bulbs are less likely to generate noise than non-dimmable bulbs. In some cases, the problem may not be with the X-10 system itself, but rather with the electrical service to the home. Overloaded circuits, loose connections, and grounding problems can all contribute to signal degradation. If you suspect that the electrical service is the problem, it may be necessary to have it inspected by a qualified electrician. They can identify and correct any problems that may be affecting the X-10 system. When working with electrical wiring, always take safety precautions. Turn off the power to the circuit before working on any components. Use insulated tools and wear appropriate safety gear. If you are not comfortable working with electrical wiring, it's best to hire a qualified electrician to do the work. Another useful tool for troubleshooting X-10 systems is an oscilloscope. An oscilloscope is a device that displays the waveform of an electrical signal. It can be used to identify noise and distortion in the X-10 signal. By examining the waveform, you can gain valuable insights into the nature of the problem. An oscilloscope can also be used to measure the timing and amplitude of the X-10 signal. This information can be used to verify that the signal is within the specified parameters. If the signal is outside of the specified parameters, it may indicate a problem with the transmitter or receiver. In addition to these technical considerations, it's also important to have a good understanding of the X-10 protocol. The X-10 protocol is a set of rules that govern how devices communicate with each other. By understanding the protocol, you can better diagnose and resolve problems. There are many resources available online and in print that can help you learn more about the X-10 protocol. Finally, remember that troubleshooting home automation systems is an ongoing process. As new devices are added to the system and the electrical environment changes, new problems may arise. By staying informed and continuing to learn, you can ensure the long-term reliability of your home automation systems. The experience highlighted the importance of a systematic approach to troubleshooting. This includes, firstly, thoroughly testing individual components to rule out any hardware failures. Secondly, meticulously identifying potential sources of interference, considering everything from household appliances to electronic devices and even the electrical grid itself. Thirdly, strategically installing noise reduction devices at outlets where noisy devices are plugged in and, if necessary, considering whole house noise filters at the main electrical panel. And fourthly, promptly replacing any defective switches or modules with high-quality components designed for X-10 systems. It also emphasized the value of investing in the right tools, such as a signal analyzer, to effectively diagnose signal issues. While manufacturer technical support can be helpful, having the ability to independently analyze the signal allows for more efficient troubleshooting. The experience also underscores the significance of ongoing maintenance. Regularly inspecting components for wear and tear, cleaning contacts, and ensuring secure connections can prevent future problems and extend the lifespan of the system. In addition to the technical aspects, this experience also highlights the importance of setting realistic expectations for home automation systems, particularly X-10. While X-10 can be a cost-effective solution for basic home automation, its susceptibility to interference and limitations in functionality should be considered. For more complex or mission-critical applications, other home automation technologies may be more suitable. Ultimately, successfully troubleshooting home automation systems requires a combination of technical knowledge, problem-solving skills, and a willingness to invest the time and resources necessary to address the challenges that may arise. By learning from experiences and continuously expanding your knowledge, you can enhance the reliability and performance of your home automation systems and ensure a positive experience for all. Remember to always prioritize safety when working with electrical systems. If you are not comfortable performing any of the troubleshooting steps described, it is best to consult a qualified electrician. They can safely diagnose and resolve any electrical issues that may be affecting your home automation system. In the end, patience and persistence are key to successful home automation troubleshooting. Don't get discouraged if you don't find the solution right away. Keep experimenting and learning, and you will eventually be able to resolve even the most challenging problems.